My first guest then is Captain Sam Thomas, President, Airline Pilots Association. Appreciate your joining us, Captain Thomas. Why is the Commercial Pilots Association so angry with this report? What is it about this report that has left you all so infuriated?
Good evening, Rajdeep. Firstly, we knew all along, and this is not our first rodeo. So we knew all along what was happening, and that's what we were saying, that this would happen in this particular manner, and it happened exactly like that. The AAIB released a report that is unsigned in the middle of the night, insinuating certain actions by the pilots. It gives one line from the CVR that can be interpreted in any way. And more importantly, 2 days prior to the release of this report, the Wall Street Journal carried the exact same issue. So there has been a leak. There has been a marked absence of intelligence while decoding this data from the DFDR. And these are the reasons why we say that you should not speculate. But even though we were speculating prior to the release of this report, post this report, it has become even more sort of conducive to put in more speculation and usage of people claiming to be experts, not even having seen this picture of this 787, passing comments, irresponsible comments that have taken up by the foreign media, and they've gone to town with that to say that the Indian pilots are incompetent. That is why we are angry about it. And
there's a specific mention in that report that says both fuel switches on the Boeing 787 transitioned from run to cut off 3 seconds after it took off from the runway. And it gives a paraphrase of what happened in the cockpit voice recorder, according to the report, where one pilot is heard asking the other, "Why did you cut off the fuel supply?" The other says he did not do so, thereby somewhere suggesting it could have been pilot error or done manually by the pilots. Is that what is angering you, that you believe there is insufficient evidence on which such speculation can be built, and this report, as you're saying, builds into this speculation? What do you therefore what according to you would you have preferred? Would you have preferred that all the entire transcript of the cockpit voice recorder be provided, what happened before and after the alleged switch of the fuel, the alleged cutoff of the fuel switch?
Absolutely. One point is the CVR complete data. We need the DFDR complete data, the ATC transcript, all put together in real time with timestamps is the only way you can come to a conclusion. Now, when you say that the fuel control switches transitioned, this is not an Indian term. This is not a term that Indians in Indian aviation use. This is predominantly an American term. I have flown in India extensively. I have flown in the US extensively. I hold both licenses. So I'm telling you that there is somebody who is telling this person that use these terms. So when you say transitioned, you don't know who transitioned it. Did the pilot transition it? Did the switch transition on its own? Or is there something else that you are referring to? See, a switch does not transition. A valve transitions. Since there is an absence of clarity and a lot of people not in the know of these technical terms, it's easy to get them mixed up, thereby causing more confusion in the traveling public and the public at large and scaring them even more.
Are you saying, therefore, someone is being protected here, Captain? Are you saying that by labeling it or making a suggestion of potential pirate error or even deliberate act, that somebody is trying to get the major players off the hook? A lot of speculation over Boeing's role itself. Is that what you're suggesting when you suggest that there is a foreign voice using terms like transition?
We have not yet come to that stage. That's a little away. That would be stage 2 and 3. We are in stage 1, where it's very evident that the investigating body does not have professionals. Taking people from the Indian Air Force, which does not deal with these kind of airplanes, and making them in charge of investigating these accidents is something that is not ideal in this scenario. And that was our request, to say that maintain them, but take us along. We are subject matter experts.
So
There are, if
you're
you want
saying
foreign
pilots must be, you're saying pilots, commercial pilots should be part of the investigating team. Am I correct?
absolutely, absolutely. Because Rajdeep, there are so many terms and so many terminologies and actions that only pilots can interpret. No matter how well learned an engineer is, or how well learned a BCAS police officer is, he will not know what happened on that aircraft on that day. When we are given the scenario with these transcripts, it would be much easier for us to throw light on exactly what has happened without any speculation, and give you reasons for why we are saying what we are saying.
Have you approached the Aircraft Accident Investigating Bureau demanding this, that commercial pilots should have been made part of the report, and have they responded?
I've made several attempts to reach out to them. One through emails. I know they're in receipt of my requests, but the old Indian way of sending a registered post acknowledgement due, I tried that, and it was returned back to say that the CISF personnel at the AAIB are not willing to accept it. So I still continue to try. Our parent organization, EFALPA, is in touch with them to say that, hey, listen, we have these guys in India who know a little bit about flying, so please use them. Or if you want us to come ourselves, we are ready to come. So
My
it's not to put any their job under the scrutiny. We are here to help.
right.
We don't want another airplane to crash. That is the aim. So we must nip it in the bud, all this extracurricular arguments.
My final question to you: do you believe, what do you believe happened to flight AI-171, or you don't want to speculate?
Absolutely not, Rajdeep. Not me. No one in India or abroad, given the kind of limited information that is available, nobody can tell you definitively what has happened. I know four scenarios that could have happened. Now, everybody has speculated on everything. As a part of the curriculum that teaches us air accident investigation, you never ever speculate it. You've been on air for the last regarding this particular accident for the last 1 month. You see from where to where it went from flaps to bird hit to mad pilot to loss of thrust, engine failure, wrong engine being cut, flaps being selected incorrectly. So you see how when you speculate, you never go anywhere near the real
Okay.
issue. And that is what we want to avoid. And that's what we want to tell other so-called experts. Desist from making irresponsible statements. It portrays us in a poor light abroad.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Captain Sam Thomas of the Pilots Association. Appreciate you joining us and speaking so plainly.